The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. I see Purdy. He's going to shift him around.
At the 50-yard line.
19 tight. Take over.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll change things up. Back to throw, Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Out of his own end zone. And this is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw from his end zone. Howell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And McLaurin in the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Play action. Now Purdy rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner, 30 yards. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14. Commanders nothing. Jake Moody to kick off number 49.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Howell. Flushed out right. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Howell. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bates. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Purdy off the play fake. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on first and second down, they got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Howe looking to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. The gun, it's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Up the gut, McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off play action. It's Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That's Samuel caught left side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Howell out of the shotgun.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And the Washington first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On first down, Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His second.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
On second down, Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Running on first down, Eckler.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Allen, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Give him another one right back to Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to throw here. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the...
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Counter play with Jacobs, and he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete to Adams.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20.
They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it's caught. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
He finds his man complete. That's Jimenez. So nothing doing there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one.
But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Eckler now between the tackles. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense that brought you down. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw here. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw again. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Carlson is good. And that makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that would seem going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Herbert.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Throwing, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Herbert now to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Out to his left.
Herbert. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the L.A. Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.